Harry Thompson, a university student in London, received a strange, chilling email one evening. If you want to know the truth about your family, come to Hollow End, Yorkshire. The Andheri Manzil awaits you. There was no sender, no phone number, only the short, cryptic message. Curious and uneasy, Harry showed it to his friends, Emily Carter and Liam Walker. "Harry, this feels wrong. How would they even know about your family?" Emily said, her voice trembling. Liam laughed nervously. "Maybe it's just a prank, or maybe it's not. Sounds like an adventure to me." The next day, they traveled to Hollow End, a deserted village wrapped in mist and rain. The Victorian mansion stood at the edge, its windows shattered, its doors rusted and unwelcoming. From one window, the old lady, Mrs. Whitaker, whispered, "Don't go inside. Some doors, once opened, never close." Harry hesitated, feeling a shiver down his spine, but curiosity pushed them forward.
Inside, the air was icy. The floorboards creaked beneath their feet, and the smell of damp wood filled their lungs. A grandfather clock in the hall ticked steadily, its pendulum swaying like a silent observer. At midnight, the hands struck 12. Relief washed over them, until the clock struck a 13th chime. Cracks appeared in the walls, and whispers echoed, "Leave or stay forever." Suddenly, Liam vanished. His shoes lay abandoned on the floor, and a recording played on his phone. "Don't follow me! Don't follow me!" Harry grabbed Emily's hand, and they moved forward cautiously. Shadows seemed to slither across the walls, brushing past them. Emily shivered and felt a hand on her shoulder. There was no one there. Harry noticed the old family portraits lining the hall. The eyes in the paintings seemed to flicker and move. They climbed the staircase, each step echoing in the dark, narrow corridor. At the top, they entered a room and saw a shadow hanging upside down. Its eyes were dripping blood. Its long, skeletal arms reached out in all directions, and its face was twisted in a horrifying expression. The shadow moved closer with every step. The walls appeared to bend and shift, and the floor beneath them trembled. "Harry, I feel like it's watching our memories, our fears," Emily whispered. Harry gathered his courage and stepped forward. Suddenly, something fell from the shadow's grasp. A small, ancient diary. On its single page was written, "Some truths are meant to be hidden." Harry's heartbeat quickened. This was not just a house. It held secrets, some far older and darker than they could imagine. Outside, the mist and rain concealed everything. In the gloom, they saw a boy standing in the street. He was wounded, covered in blood, his face terrifying, his eyes hollow and lifeless. Emily gasped at the sight and collapsed unconscious. Harry caught her, holding her tightly. The boy remained motionless, almost like a shadow, as the rain mixed with his blood, creating dark, spreading stains. Harry felt the boy was judging them, testing their courage. The ground seemed to quake beneath him. The trees whispered warnings, and distant screams echoed, "You shouldn't be here! You don't belong!" Harry carried Emily back toward the mansion, each step feeling heavier than the last. The house itself seemed alive. Walls stretched, shadows lengthened, and the grandfather clock began its 13th chime once more. Harry opened the diary to the last page, written in spidery letters. When the clock strikes 13, the house chooses its own blood. Shadows surged around them, pulling Harry and Emily into the darkness. The next morning, villagers passing by saw a new message smeared in blood on the mansion's door. The family has returned. As Harry's eyes fluttered open somewhere in the darkness, he realized he was still being watched. Someone or something was waiting outside. The nightmare had only just begun.